Hello, my wonderful students. We are on the very last lesson that we're going to do in this book. We are on Chapter 7, Lesson 8, page number 525. Page number 525. And you will know that you're on the right page if you see this called a coordinate plane. It looks kind of like the game of Battleship, if you see that. And the title of this lesson is Ordered Pairs. Ordered Pairs. And we're going to be learning today. It's actually a little bit of a review. We've done some stuff with this in the past, but it's the first time we've had an actual lesson on it in our book. So a coordinate plane is formed when two perpendicular lines intersect. One number line has numbers across the horizontal axis, and that's the x-axis, and the other has numbers along the vertical axis, and that's the y. So these are the x-axis and the y-axis, and you see them on there. And the point where these two meet right here is called the origin, and it's got that terminology for you here. So we've got the x-axis, which runs flat like the horizon, horizontal, and the y-axis, which runs up and down. And these lines actually go on forever. That's why they have little arrows at the end of them. And this is a coordinate plane. And we're going to be learning about ordered pairs in a coordinate plane. And we've actually done them before, so this should be a little bit of a review. Name the ordered pair for the location of Amy's house. So an ordered pair is any pair of numbers that's used to name a point. So this is what it always looks like. It's parentheses, a number, comma, and parentheses. This is an ordered pair. And in this, the first number is always the x coordinate, and the second number is always the y. So you can put in parentheses x, comma, y if you want. And the easy thing to remember is that this is alphabetical, right? X comes before Y in the alphabet. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So X comes first. So it wants to know the coordinates, the ordered pair for Amy's house. So you always start counting at the origin, which is where the lines meet. And the origin is actually 0, 0. That's another way you can label it, the origin. So you're going to start at the origin, which is 0, 0, and you can put it in these parentheses. That's the ordered pair for the origin. And you move right along the x-axis until we're at Amy's house. So we're going to go over until we get just under Amy's house. You can see it's right there. So the x coordinate, the point on this x line where we turn, is 3. So the first number is a 3. The first number in our ordered pair at the bottom is a 3. Now we're going to go up until we get to Amy's house. So we're going to go up to, you can look across there and see it's 5, or you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The y coordinate, it crosses this y-axis at the number 5. So the ordered pair for Amy's house right here meets at 3, 5. 3, 5. And remember, we always go over first, then up. So we always go over first, then up. So you can look at your ordered pair x, y. Remember, that's over, then up. Okay, let's do some examples together. Okay, it says name the point for the ordered pair at 2, 3. So it's given us a bunch of points, A, B, C, and D. And it wants to know which one is 2, 3. Well, we start at the origin, which is always 0, 0, right here. And then you're going to travel along until we get to 2, because it told us the x crosses it at 2. And then we go up 3, 1, 2, 3. And we see that is D. Let's see, point D. So we're at 2. We're crossing it at 2 on the x and 3 on the y. Remember, this is our x-axis and our y. We always go over first, then up. So we're going to go over 2, up 3. It told us to look for the ordered pair at 2, 3. So 2, 3 is D. Okay. And really quickly, before we move on, I actually want you to go back I want you to go back to page 524. Page 524, and I want to show you that sometimes it'll look like this, like where there's places on a different coordinate plane. And so here's your x-axis. There's your x-axis right there, going that way. And here's your y-axis going up. So it didn't name it, but that, and look at, here's the origin, or 0, 0. And look at, it makes sense. It's got the entrance because you start there. You always start there. So it's going to tell us how you could get from the entrance or the origin to the meet section. So you're going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, over 4, and then up 1, because we always go over first. And that makes this coordinate for ordered pairs 4, 1. We could label that meet department at 4, 1. And so I just want you to see that sometimes they have them labeled as letters and sometimes they have them labeled as things. This is the meet department. You could put it the letter M for this point, but it's still over 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 1. It's just like if you're playing a game, you don't count the square you're on. So you count 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1. Okay, put yourself a smiley face there, and let's head back to our guided practice. It says we're going to locate and name the ordered pair for point A. So we're going to find A on our graph. It's right here. So you can, maybe if you have a highlighter or something and you want to go like, boop, that's the one I'm looking at right now. You're looking not where the letter is, but where the dot is. That dot, where they intersect. So the x coordinate, it crosses the x-axis on the 2 line, and it crosses the y-axis on the 1 line. So my ordered pair is 2, 1. Remember, I always put my x first and then my y. 2, 1. So now it wants us to find the point at 4, 3. So we always start at the origin, which is 0, 0, and we're going to move over 4 and then up 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and now up 3. 1, 2, 3. The point is B, point B. So we're going to go 4 units to the right and up 3, and that gives us to point B on our map. Let's do this talk math because this is an important one. Are the points at 3, 8 and 8, 3 in the same location? So it only goes to 7, but we can imagine that this line is 8. So let's go to 3, 8. We go over, then up. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and then up 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That is the point 3, 8. Now what's the point 8, 3? I have to go over first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now up 3. 1, 2, 3. That's totally different. 8, 3, and 3, 8 are totally different points on this plane. Okay, let's do the independent practice. It says to use this graph for the exercises. Holy moly, there's a lot of points there, you guys, but that's okay. We just have to name the ordered pair. So all of these are going to have something, comma, something. Something, comma, something. Something, comma, something, in parentheses. Parentheses are always how you'll see ordered pairs. So you can fill out those ordered pairs if you'd like to get started on those. So now we have to find point A. We have to find point A. And remember, it's not where the letter is written, but where the dot is that's next to it. So there's point A. So we're going to count how many over it is first. 1, 2, 3. So my first number is going to be 3. How many up is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now let's go to number 4, which is R, the point R. Here's my letter R, and then the dot is right there. So that's the dot we're getting to. So A is done. We're going to R. So I'm starting at the origin. I always start at the origin, which is 0, 0. The origin is point 0, 0 because I don't move anywhere. And I'm going to go, we're counting to R. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over. and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. So that ordered pair is 5, 5. That ordered pair is 5, 5. Let's look at J. Okay, there's J right below it. So we're looking right at that intersection of those two lines. And we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's still a 5 on the X. And we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's very close to R, right? And it is close to R. They're just one apart. 5, 4, and 5, 5, 5, and 5, 4. Okay, E. E is right here on that line right there on the X-axis. So let's see. We're going to count over first. So we're going to go from the origin, 1, 2, 3. Now how many do I jump up? My pen can't go anywhere because it's already there. So how many did I jump up? I jumped up 0. So that one is 3, 0. That ordered pair for E is 3, 0 because I didn't go anywhere up. I stayed right where I was. Okay, let's look at Q. Q's all the way up there at the top. So we always go over first. How far do I have to go over? 1. And then we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you'll see that they didn't even include an 8, but we know that if we kept counting, that'd be 8 and then 9 and then 10 all the way up because that line goes on forever. And the last one is N. Oh my goodness, you guys, N is my origin. How many am I going to move over? My pen is glued because it's on the line. I can't move it. I'm not moving it all over. I'm moving 0 over. How many am I moving up? My pen is glued to that spot. It can't go. 0, 0. That is the ordered pair for the origin, or for that point N. Okay, so now it's going to give us some points, 2, 2, and we have to find what's at that point. So I'm going to go over 2, up 2, L. And if you want to try and do these next ones on your own and then check your work, in fact, let's do that. Try and do these ones on your own. So you're going to go, let's do this one together. Over 0, up 3. So over, can't go anywhere. 0, up, 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and do the rest of those on your own. Pause the video here. Let me make a pause sign. I haven't used it in a long time. Pause the video right here. And I want you to go ahead and do 11, 12, 13, and 14 on your own. And then when you come back, you can check your work. Okay, you guys, so after checking those out, you should have got G, M, P, and C for those spots. If you didn't get those, go back and remember you always count over, then up. Over, then up. It's X, then Y. Over, then up. So go ahead and recount those again if you missed them. If not, let's go on to our last page. Okay. It says, look at the map of the playground for these exercises. So what is located at 7, 3? Well, I always start at the origin, and 7 is my over, and 3 is my up. So I'm going to go over 7. Now you can count them, or you can use this as a guide, and go over to 7 and up to 3. 1, 2, 3. And you can check and make sure you're on the 3 line. Ooh, the swings. Okay, let's go ahead and pause here, and I want you to try to do these questions, and we'll check your work. Okay, so let's check these, you guys. The ordered pair for the sandbox, you've got the sandbox right there on that dot. You should have gone over 7, up 1 to get 7, 1. This one's got you thinking a little bit. Suppose the x coordinate of the water fountain, here's the water fountain, was moved to the right 1 unit. So it just went boop to right there. What's the new ordered pair? Well, if it's right there now, we're at 2, 1. We're over 2, up 1. Now we're going to move around the slide on this one. If the y coordinate of the slide was moved up 2 units, so if it went bump, bump, and went right there, what would the new ordered pair be? Well, it's still over 3, 1, 2, 3, The 3 doesn't change, but instead of being 3, 3, it's 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cam identified a point that was 4 units above the origin and 8 units to the right of the origin. What's that ordered pair? Well, Cam is kind of crazy doing it backwards, because if it's up 4 and over 8, we've got to put over first. It's always over, then up. So I've got to be 8, 4. It's over 8, up 4. And the very last one says, suppose point 65, so I got to find that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose point 65, and that's this one right there. Suppose it was moved 3 units to the left and 2 units down. So I go to the left, 1, 2, 3, and then down, 1, 2. Oh, it's right where the slide used to be. So my new ordered pair is over 1, 2, 3, up 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. Let's do this hard problem. Last one of this book, you guys. Name the ordered pair whose x-coordinate and y-coordinate are each located on an axis. So this is the x-axis, and this is the y-axis. Is there a point on these lines where it's touching both of them? It's touching both the x line and the y line? Is there a point anywhere out here? I'm only touching the x, I'm only touching the x, I'm only touching the x. I'm touching both. Right there where they meet. Where they meet is our origin, the origin, and the coordinates of the origin are always 0, 0. Fantastic job, my friends. Give yourself a smiley face here. That's all you have to do for today. I'm so proud of you because we have finished the work from this book. Keep up the amazing work. Your brains are getting smart, and I am so proud of you.